flipping heck. Switch cameras. Right, so the last couple of weeks, I am tired. I must have been awake for 24 hours. So today I like to do a bit of shopping and that, and I realised I've run out of my little printed cards that I give out to people, to show them my YouTube channel. So a few people people I know, people I talk to, and so, well, all week, as you know, with all these last few weeks, I've been doing a lot of videos about the sorting out Ubuntu, sorting out the drive caddy, problems with the SATA cables or the power leads. I think it was the SATA cables, to be honest with you. I got all that sorted out, and then Windows started, my main computer, freaking update, Windows product activation, that started coming up. I restored from a backup, you see, and it kept going back into the Windows product activation, and because it's XP and it's really old. I mean, that operating system, I installed it, 2005, and so the backups have been incremental, and over time I've had different hardware, I've replaced drives, I've updated the software quite a lot. So anyway, over time hard drives fail, and I have to transfer the data from one hard drive to another hard drive, and so there's basically, over that period since 2005, there's been about 2 sets of hard drives in it, really. Right, so, and because of that, Windows punishes you. Microsoft, I should say, punishes you, because they don't like you having more hardware. So they pop up this stupid box saying that due to significant hardware changes, Windows, you need to reactivate Windows, which is stupid. So I'm chasing my tail with this for a while, because I'm restoring for backup, and I'm thinking, God, well, this is no good, because it's like there's some kind of record or list or something inside the system that they're keeping tabs on me, and that's just wrong. I mean, you're not allowed to have new hardware. Oh, give me a break. So anyway, I found this little tool on the internet that tried to reset it or something, because you can't reactivate it on the internet anymore because the server doesn't work, and Windows Activation Server doesn't work anymore for XP, and so chasing my tail with that. And so anyway, I built this little command into my batch file which starts up every time Windows starts, so hopefully it'll reset it every time. I don't know, no idea if it's going to work, but it seems to be working at the moment. The trick is not to put too many hard drives in the removable drive caddy, which I can do, or to remember not to put the other disk in, because it might recognize as more hardware. It might trigger it and set it up again, right? So far so good. It seems to be working, right? So I went up to, I had such a stressful week, I went into a pub. I never go to pubs, actually. I never go into pubs. I haven't got time for that, but I wanted a shandy. I just needed a shandy. I needed to swill a bit of booze down, even though it was half a pint. It wasn't a lot, but so I went in this pub, right, and I thought, oh, it's quite nice in here, isn't it? There's only about 4 people. There's only about 4 people in there. For God's sake, it's Sunday. It's Easter. Where is everybody? I mean, what's happened to this country? I'm thinking, oh my God. I mean, I think the last time I went to a pub, well, I've been to the snooker centre a few times, but that's different. There's always people there playing snooker and everything. But so I went in the Swan. I think it's called the Swan. Anyway, so I was in there and I thought, oh, it's quite nice here. You know, it's quiet. I like it. I don't like it too many. I don't like crowds, you know. I just don't like loads of people. That's why I make YouTube videos, because I'm on my own. I just can't handle it. You know, I'm not. It's not that I'm antisocial. I just, I don't know what it is really. I just, people watch TV, right? I don't watch TV. So every time there's a conversation, somebody says, "Oh, watch EastEnders last night. Oh, it's quite good." This, and somebody else is, "Oh no, I don't watch it. I watched so," and I'm thinking, "Yeah, right, okay. I haven't watched that for 20 years. Well, I never watched it anyway. When I was watching TV, I didn't watch that. So I've got nothing to comment. I can't comment on anything, right? So that's straight away." No conversation. I can't talk about that. Then somebody starts talking about the dog. I haven't got a dog. I used to have a cat. Yeah. So anyway, I thought it was nice because we were able to talk about something different. Talking to the bar guy behind the bar. Anyway, so I was going to give him some of my cards, and I realised I'd got none, right? I'd run out. So I thought, oh, I'll go home, I'll print some more. So I comes home, switches on the bedroom computer, which is only used for printing stuff, that's all, because it's connected to the laser printer, because I've got no room for it in the living room, as you know. I've got the inkjet printer in the front room and the laser printer's in the bedroom, because I hardly ever use it, right? So I switched it on, it wouldn't boot. It got stuck. I made a video about it, but I haven't got around to editing. There's about 10 gigabytes worth of videos from the last few days, and I still haven't edited them down and got them on YouTube yet, so they're coming up soon. So I started fighting about with this frigging computer in the bedroom, right? So all I wanted to do was print some frigging cards, but did I get to print some cards? We're talking about 10 hours ago when I wanted to print some cards, and I saw for 10 hours I've been trying to get that damn computer to work, so I had to use System File Checker SFC /scan now to check for corrupt files, and there was a whole long list of corrupt files. I got the message on the screen, your hardware may be failing. I'm thinking, what? For God's sake, I only replaced some hard drives, what, 6-7 years ago. I never use it. Honestly, I haven't used it, except when I'm printing. How the hell can I have hardware failure when I've not used it? It's been lazy. Man, maybe a bug's got in it. I mean, creepy crawly bug. Maybe that's got in there somewhere and pooped on the contacts or something. I don't know what's going on. Or there might be a spider making its nest. Or something's going on anyway. But so I shut it down. Couldn't boot. It wouldn't boot. I did scheduled a disk check, and then shut it down. Unplugged the plugs, squirt some WD-40 in all the sockets to clean out any crap that might be dust or whatever, and plugged it all back in. Plugged all of these back into all the drives and everything. They all went in a lot easier because of the WD-40. Anyway, the System File Checker restored a whole bunch of files, and it works great now. So, well, after leaving it on for like 5 hours, sitting not doing anything, it's working great. So maybe it's a thermal thing. So I got to thinking about this. If it's been sat cold for a long period of time, maybe the hard drives are just the grease is dried up on the bearings or something, and they can't get up to maximum speed, and it's causing some kind of, the read write heads, maybe they're not running at the right speed, and it's causing some kind of misread and write, because it said some files were cross-linked. So that makes sense to me, that the drive might not be running at its full speed, and it could be causing corruption. So what I need to do in future, when I boot the damn thing up, after it being sat for what, weeks or months, whatever, I need to basically boot it up and leave it in the boot screen to warm up before I actually do start it up. So I'm going to have to do that, I think, to see if that helps. But it's been the last few hours, last couple of hours, it was working fine. So there's something going on that's thermally related to it. And I don't think it's electronic. I think it's got something to do with the mechanical drives, because both hard drives can't be failing at the same time, and that seems to be what's going on. And the other possibility is there's a virus. So I've had to go and download an antivirus boot CD. I think, what do you call it? Hang on. I've got this boot CD. It's, I forgot what we call it. Oh, it's either it's E-Rescue Disk, ERD. So I'm burning the disc right now on CD, and I'm going to stick that in there and let it do a scan and see if it finds anything. But I don't think it's going to find anything, because I'm starting to think it's thermally related, something to do with the cold temperatures that we've had this winter. It's been very cold. It might just be that the discs needed, the computer just needed to be run. I've also got a Dell computer in there. That hasn't been used for 15 years. It's sat on my floor in the bedroom. The reason I haven't used it is because it's totally, absolutely crap. Because when you boot that thing, you can go and make a cup of coffee, and you can go and cook lunch, and it still hasn't booted up, basically. Well, I'm exaggerating a bit, but it's very slow. And that thing's not good for anything, really. It might work as a server, maybe. That's about it. But you can't use it on the internet, because it's just, yeah, you're talking about a computer, the Dell is like from 1985 or 1987 or something. And it's like a brick. It's so friggin' heavy when you pick it up. I'm pretty sure that when they built that thing, they filled the side panels with concrete, because it's so friggin' heavy. Why would anyone fill the side panels with concrete? I have no idea, but it feels like it. For something that's got nothing in it, I mean, it's got no guts. It's, you know, like when you talk about a car, something that's got power under the hood, that thing's got nothing under the hood. It's like a friggin' washing machine. It's got concrete in it or something, because it's so freaking heavy I can't lift it. Anyway, that's where I'm at the moment. You know, I'm frustrated, because I'm thinking about whether or not the Dell would be a good server, you know, just for the print, just for doing the printing and that. But I really don't want to start messing around with that thing, because I'll probably do my back in and end up in hospital for 6 weeks, because the way things have been going at the moment, everything's going wrong. So yeah, yeah, they'll probably use the computer You know, when they strap you in bed when you're in hospital and you've got a broken leg or something and your leg's hanging up in the air, and they'll probably use a computer as a paperweight to hold my leg up. So that would probably work. And then I could kick the damn thing while I'm in bed. So anyway, I don't know what else to say really, but it's just been absolutely bonkers this week. It really has. I mean, it's and then there's this massive bloody great big black spider perched on my kitchen wall in there, and I don't go in there now because it's moved and I don't know where it is. It might be lurking under the. I might step on it. It might jump up at me. Ah! So yeah, that could be lurking around. And while I saw it on the wall, I thought, well, if I squish it, I'm going to have a dirty greasy, dirty spot. Then, because the walls are all white, when the last decorators from the housing association came and did it, I'm afraid to squash anything now because it's too white. But it won't be white if I start squashing spiders. So the other option is to use the vacuum cleaner and suck it up, which, yeah, use this thing. I've actually recovered a few spiders with this, right? And they don't die; they just go in the box, and you can see them running around inside, like, you know, you can see them running around. And then I take it outside and let them go, so I don't kill them, but it's better than squashing them, isn't it? But I don't think they like me though, because when I do chuck them away outside, they never come back. It's a different one that comes back. So I think they all kind of, I don't know. I think they are cannibals though. They probably eat each other. So anyway, as long as they don't eat me when I'm asleep, that's all that matters really. So the disc burnt, all right. It worked. It's all done. So that's where I'm at the moment. I hope the internet's working because anyway, I'm going to go now because I need to run this scan. I don't think I'm going to video it because I've got too many videos already. See you later.